Hello everyone, welcome to the next decluttering video. If you have been part of the series from the beginning, thank you so much for continuing to watch. If you haven't and you want some company, you want some entertainment, I will link in the upper right hand corner the series and the playlist of all the decluttering videos that I've done so far. There are many upcoming, so please stay tuned. So I am going to take my whole lip gloss collection in this video, go through all of them and decide what to keep and what to let go of. So if that interests you, keep watching. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel by hitting that red subscribe button. Follow Allura Beauty on Instagram. And of course, check out any of the other videos that are on this channel for you that you are interested in. So what are we doing here? First, some caveats. This is my personal use collection. So there are many more that I have literally in my house because they have been shown in other videos, I've received them or whatnot, but those that are not in my personal use collection that I've already gotten rid of or already set away for giveaways and things like that are not going to be shown in this video. Second, just because I do or do not get rid of something does not mean that's the right way to do it. I have my own personal tolerances for how long I will keep a product versus what the expiration date is or what it should be in terms of the time period for you throwing it out. So those are my personal decisions. And third, when I say I'm going to get rid of something, it does not mean I'm going to chuck it in the trash. My first priority is if it is something that can be safely passed on, then I will. Usually for lip glosses, that's not something that is feasible. Most makeup you can kind of sanitize, but since lip glosses usually include things like doe foot applicators or things like that that you're reinserting into a tube, there's no real actual way to sanitize that. So that probably unfortunately won't happen in this video unless it's brand new and unused. So then my second priority is obviously to recycle the packaging, whether you do that through TerraCycle or making sure you clean out the tube and put it in your regular recycling bin. So first things first, I am going to count my lip gloss collection. I actually do not wear the traditional lip gloss. I rarely wear lip gloss, but in this video I have included things that are not as traditional. For example, these L'Oreal, they're more like a glossy stain. We have just some things that are not exactly completely traditional lip glosses, but this was the best category that they fell in, so I included them in here. So let's go ahead and see how many we are starting out with. Okay, we only have 57 lip glosses, and I say only because if you've seen any of my other declutter videos, yeah, comparatively, this is pretty under control here, but I'm still going to try to eliminate a bunch of these, especially in light of the fact that I rarely use lip gloss, so there's no reason for me to have a bunch in my collection anyway. So the first step that I always do is to see if there's anything immediately that comes to the eye that I know I want to keep or that I know I do not want to keep. So let's see, right away I can tell you that this Pout Paint from Sleek, it's not really a lip gloss, but once again, it doesn't really fit into a good category. These used to be popular several years ago on YouTube, like the OCC lip tars, but really this is not a type of lip product that I enjoy using. Even though the color is beautiful, it's just not something that I am practically going to use. Speaking of OCC lip tars, here's one in Memento. Don't even know, I think OCC may not even exist anymore, but oh, it is just so, it is like a tar-like consistency and feeling, so I do not enjoy this. These are both also pretty old, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw these out. Then I have some very recent additions to my collection. So there are things that I have tested and used recently, so I am going to go ahead and keep them. So this is the series of, what are these called? Sheer Smooch Lip Oils from Neutrogena. And they are very sheer in color, but I really like the feel. They're very nourishing, and I like to wear this type of product for a light makeup look, so I'm gonna keep those. And then this Revlon product, which is called a Cushion Lip Tint in the shade 210 Pretty Kiss. Also has kind of an interesting formula, but I'm gonna keep these because they're recent additions. These two glosses are unused, so I'm gonna include these in a giveaway or donation. And then I have 3 unused matte shakers from Lancome. I actually really love the formula for the matte shakers, but let's open them, see what color they are, see if I should really keep them around. They also don't last very long. The applicator, the way it is set up, is pretty unsanitary, even more so than like a regular lip gloss. So here's the shade 185 Orange Arty. Ooh, that's a really pretty peachy pink coral shade. This one is Round Purple, and the last one is Minimal Ochre. I think I'll keep the first shade around for future use, but otherwise I'm going to get rid of these other 2. And speaking of matte shakers, I have one that's already been opened and I've used before. This is shade Kiss Me Cherie 374. So I am going to keep this and I'm gonna put it in my daily use pile so that I use it up, because like I said, these go bad pretty fast, so I can't afford to just let it sit in my collection for months and months and months. And here's a swatch of the shade. All right, for the rest of these folks, I'm going to organize them either by color, or some of these where I have like a whole full collection of them, I might do these separately. I think I've got pretty decent color categories here. Let's start out first with this category, which is the nudes, starting out with super light nudes down to deeper and maybe even more bronzy nudes. The first shade is NARS's Luxor lip gloss. Pretty much clear with just the slightest hint of opalescence. This is a Rimmel Stay Glossy gloss in the shade Unlimited Gold. This one I know is pretty old. And then for whatever reason, I have 2 NARS lip glosses in Striptease. And I don't know what it is about NARS specifically, the rubbery packaging. It gets so grimy and grody. I don't know what it is, I don't know why. Even other rubber kind of packaging that I have, it doesn't do that with other brands, but for some reason it does with NARS. So here's Striptease. Next up is NARS Ophelia. And Ophelia has a weird smell to it. Stila's Pearl Shimmer Gloss in Pearl Kitten. The brush applicator has become pretty stiff. MAC Pro Longwear Lip Gloss in Ready or Not. One of the Urban Decay Ultra Cushion Lip Glosses in Fuel. I really like the formula on this line from Urban Decay. And then we have 3, oh, these are liquid eyeshadows. What the heck? How did this get into this pile? Okay, so we gotta recalculate, what was it? 57 minus 3 would be 54. And then we have another one from the Smashbox line. That is a liquid eyeshadow, not a lip gloss. So minus 1 more, that's 53 that we started out with. These are gonna go in the cream eyeshadow pile for that declutter video. So I'm gonna get rid of 3 of these. This swatch right in the middle here, which was NARS's Ophelia, because it smells like it has gone off. This next one, the Stila Pearl Shimmer Gloss in Pearl Kitten. And last is the MAC Pro Longwear in Ready or Not. Oh, and for the MAC ones, you don't need to put them in the recycling yourself. You can take them to MAC to back to MAC them. As long as you have 6 of these, you can exchange them for an eyeshadow or a lipstick and they will recycle the packaging for you. This next category is predominantly really sparkly glosses, although I do have some of those in a couple of the other color categories, but whatever. This is first a Lucid Lip from Kaleidos, and this is in the shade Fantasize. Milani's 3D Glitzy Glamour Gloss in the shade Designer Label. Now we have 2 Smashbox Gloss Angelises from the Hood Witch collection. The first shade here is Practical Magic. And the second shade is Free Spirited. Then we have an Almay Goddess gloss in the shade Angelic. Okay, this is difficult because I love Kaleidos and this is pretty new, but I feel like I can get a similar effect with the two Smashbox ones. So I'm going to get rid of the Kaleidos one, the first one, and the second one from Milani. And then these here I felt like were kind of more browny, maybe bronzy mauve shades. So this first one here is quite old, from the Aquatic collection, one of my favorite collections. This is Water Deities. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Then a NYX Intense Butter Gloss in the shade Tres Leches. Also very pretty. And a Marc Jacobs gloss in the shade Love Drunk. Also beautiful. I'm gonna keep all three of these. All right, let's jump over here. These were the more quote-unquote oddly colored lip glosses. This first one is L'Oreal Color Riche Le Gloss in the shade The Mystic's Shine. Also from a pretty old collection. And another Kaleidos Lucid Lip in the shade Crystallize. I'm gonna keep the Kaleidos one and remove the L'Oreal one. And then let's do these two over here. These were more like reds or berries. So this first one is a Clinique, what is this? Pop Oil Lip and Cheek Glow in Nectar Glow. And this is an Oma branded Boss Gloss Liquid Marble in the shade No Stoppin'. And I'm gonna keep both of those too. All right, so next let's look at the kind of more traditional pinky shades. We're going to start with this one, which is Pretty Vulgar's Poisonous Pout in the shade Secret Weapon. Ooh, super pretty. This is pretty new. This is Sarah Happ's The Lip Expert. I think I showed this in February's What's New in Beauty video in the shade The Pink Slip. I already know I'm going to keep this one. Beautiful, super easily wearable pink shade. Two more of the Urban Decay lip glosses. So I already know I really like this formula. Let's see if I'm still jiving with these colors. The first one is Rapture. And the next one is Back Talk. Then we have a by Terry gloss in Gold Digger. I remember falling in love with this shade. Last is a Stila Pearl Shimmer Gloss in the shade, I don't know what shade this is. The sticker on the bottom has come off, but that's what it looks like. I'm gonna keep all of these, unfortunately. Oh, what did I find here? This is another one of the liquid eyeshadows from Smashbox. So what's our count now? It's now 52 starting. So let's move on to the purples. We begin with MAC's Cream Sheen Gloss in Playful Petal. Urban Decay's Naked. Profusion Sparkling Lip Topper in Secret Topper. Urban Decay Beso. Another by Terry gloss in the shade Midnight Midnight Star. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. Another Gloss Angeles by Smashbox in the shade You Feel Me. And a Lucid Lip from Kaleidos in Mesmerize. Okay, so I'm gonna let go of MAC's Cream Sheen Gloss in Playful Petal and this Profusion Lip Topper also. And I don't want to, but I think I'm gonna let go of the Kaleidos one, not because I don't like this color. I actually really love this color, but I can get a pretty similar effect on my Urban Decay one from the pink category, which should actually be in this purple category because it's very clearly kind of purpley based. But I would rather keep more glosses in the same line and brand. So because they're pretty similar, I'm gonna let go of the Kaleidos one. All right, the last thing we're gonna look at is this collection of L'Oreal lip products. These are super old. I actually did a swatch video on these way back when on my channel. These are the L'Oreal, what are these called? Color Caress Wet Shine Stains. You guys, I don't even want to tell you how long ago that video was up, but it's over 5 years ago. So I know these are super old, but I love the formula. It's like a gloss, but maybe a little bit more of a balm consistency. It's like a gloss without the tackiness or the goopiness, but still kind of feels like a gloss. So let's go ahead and swatch these. I'm gonna smell test them just to see what I think of the consistency, but I have a feeling I might keep a bunch of these still, even though I probably shouldn't. Okay, first shade, Pink Perseverance. Oh, I love this formula. They smell pretty much the same as I remember them when I first got them. Pink Resistance, Eternally Nude, Rose On and On, Lilac Ever After. Oh, love it. Stubborn Plum, Coral Tattoo, Everlasting Caramel, Endless Red. Oh, beautiful. Infinite Fuchsia, and Very Persistent. All right, I'm keeping pretty much all of these. The only two I'm getting rid of are shades that I don't really wear or go well with my skin tone. That's Endlessly Nude, this one, and then this deep Everlasting Caramel shade. I'm keeping the rest. They don't make these anymore, I don't think, so I'm just gonna literally use these until I can't use them anymore. And look at how beautifully they stain. This was a fantastic product. I wish this were still around. All right, here are all the glosses I'm keeping. I did not do a great job this time of decluttering. These are the glosses I'm getting rid of. Let's count them. So it's only 17. So if we did the math on that, we started with 52 minus 17. That leaves a total of 35 lip glosses in my collection. Not a huge number. I guess part of it is that I didn't start with that many in the beginning, so it's comparatively more difficult to maybe get rid of a good sized number of them. So that's what I'm ending up with. And that's the lip gloss declutter video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up or share it. Leave any comments that you want to in the comment section below. I hope that this is helping keep you company and that you're staying safe and healthy, you and your family. As always, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch these videos, and I'll see you in the next one.